My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
All right, today is July 16, 2026. It is exactly 2 p.m. So I was going through Twitter. I have some time, so just chilling, seeing what's going on. And I've posted a lot on my community board. I just shared this on my community board for you guys. So I create a list. So let's go over it, and I'll edit them later tonight since I have the time here. Let's start with the first one. Okay, so this is also on my community board. This is Markle's first Emmy nomination. She previously earned a People's Choice Award, a Gracie Award for her podcast, Archetypes, and shared the NAACP's Honorary President Award with her husband, Prince Harry. Okay, Duchess Meghan with Love Meghan. This is Markle's first Emmy nomination. She previously earned a People's Choice Award and a Gracie. Okay, it's repeating the same thing. All right, so let's read some of the comments. Okay, not nice calling her marble. What? Who called? Oh, please. All right, so there's that here. She just keep on. I love her. Sorry, not for 3. Pause. Over the last 6 years, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, won 10 prizes, awards, accolades, recognitions, etc. All right, let's go to the next one. Still talking about that gold derby. Okay, the Meghan effect. Sophia, this woman is phenomenal. Look at Meghan helping other women to make $600,000 in brand sales. Wow, Meghan effects is real. Alright, so she retweeted that. Okay, so that's the only response in that. Let's just go straight to the retweet. Is it bigger like this? Yes. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, wore her brand's necklace, nearly $600,000 in sales followed. Tiny Tag founder Melissa Clayton built her self-funded brand by narrowing its focus on saying no to scale until the company was ready. Alright, so that was posted July 15. Oh, there's no comment. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. One of the best things about Harry and Meghan leaving the Viper's Nest is watching them flourish in ways they never would have been allowed to on Toxic Isles. Yeah, they will have tried to sabotage that thing, especially if they know in advance what they were gonna do. They will undermine their work. It is so sad to see this is the way these people operate. The reason I'm saying this is what had happened before Meghan even married Harry. How they insert themselves into the production of Suit. It's very sad. Very, very sad to see this is the way these people operate. Alright, let's pause this. Okay, flourish with so much negativity directed at every move. Yeah, similar to what I'm saying. There's the life here. Love how direct Australians are. Love it. Okay, what's this is about? It's 1 minute and 3 seconds. Screenshot, okay?
I don't give a shit about the royal family. I really don't. I am shocked that the viciousness in which they attacked her, and then we've got Nonce Andrew over there fucking in the backseat Andy.
Yeah.
Like, what? Save your fucking vitriol for him.
Well, this is my thing. Okay, 2 points here. For the English people, like the people that live in Great Britain that are awful, horrific people to Meghan Markle, I'm like, don't be such a loser. Why are you obsessed with this monarchy? Harry, we all thought he was going to be the bad boy of our time and he settled down with the woman he loves. Just let them lie. If you are living in Australia or any other Commonwealth country and you are going to be a fucking to her because she exists, stop sucking King Charles's like that. It's
Oh,
so embarrassing. Don't do that. I hate it. Please. It's so embarrassing. You're so busy. How do you get it all done in a day?
Oh my God, it is very direct. Oh Lord. All right. All for saving the fragile egos of two uneducated men who drives an institution purely on the whims of their appetite for popularity. It's that thing they're trying to maintain. I think they know they are losing whatever that tug of war. And again, it's hard. I don't know if anybody else see it, but they are behind all of the thing you see going on around the world with the Middle East and the Epstein. It's a lot. I think they see that they are losing the fight, and also by bringing their nonsense into the U.S. You see how people who have followed me quite some time, I see I have new subscribers. You will have to go back to some of my old videos. I don't make a video specifically. Let's say I'm gonna talk about entertainment. I focus only on entertainment. No, my videos are not like that. Let's say I'm talking about security. My videos don't focus specifically about security. If the topic of the day or of the week is about let's say security, then all of the tweets that I come across will be focused on that. But what I'm trying to say here is that then, based on videos that I have made and things that I have covered and things that I have realized and understanding and see the pattern of things, they sent their nonsense to the US. Now, despite the fact that they capture all form of communication, you see how the Trump administration have getting itself involved in, let's say, networks, and trying to defund certain other thing, public broadcasting. And even if it's not the Trump administration who's captured the thing, but their buddies, it is a group, okay? They positioning themselves in places where you will need their permission, their bases, the way that I have said about the UK. So what the US is doing here with all of those guys who's trying to position themselves in position of power, where they're the one who could open doors for you or close the doors or do what they need to do and whatever. Despite the fact that they have captured all form of communication, Americans are fighting back. The UK already established itself. They already have all position where they could open doors and close doors to you. Okay, they already have that. It's settled. It's set in the UK. It's the US who's trying to mimic what the UK is doing. So they're trying to cover all of their bases. Again, despite the fact that many of them, capture all form of communication, they cover their bases, Americans are fighting back. Regular people are fighting back. People who have their platform. You see, I come across a lot of TikTok videos. I'm not on TikTok and I don't plan on being on TikTok anytime soon. I have my own reason. So you see a lot of TikTokers putting their information out there, saying their part, their whatever they have come across that open their they enlighten about something, or they're teaching others. It could be both negative and positive, but so far I've seen the positive and things that make sense. So they are letting people know what's going on. Okay? So even though mainstream media are not talking about certain things, people who have, let's say, something like me, even though my thing is not doing that well, I'm not making money, but there are people, let's say Midas Touch, for instance. These are professionals. They are lawyers. They're focusing on putting proper information out there. This is what the UK does not have. Well, let me take it back. Byline. I haven't followed Byline quite some time, so I don't know how they're doing right now with putting information out there. But if Byline change ownership, you could forget about it. You know they're gonna turn it into a darkness, putting nonsense out there. But in the U.S., despite everything that you are seeing, Americans are fighting back. Okay, while still maintain following the law. Okay, so this is the difference with the UK and versus the US. Okay, why did I bring all of this? All right, the reason I brought all of this information, my rant onto the recording, is that the tug of war that is going on, where a group of people, the Trump administration and the royal family type of people in the UK who already pretty much covered their bases. They've been there from the beginning. So there's a tug of war that's going on where they want the MAGAs, the UK type of people, and they're all in Europe as well, but they're just quiet. They're staying in the back. If America succeed with the way the Trump administration is trying to bring the country into, then Europe will show itself. Some of them have already shown themselves. But there is that tug of war that's going on is they want to establish that new way of doing business, pretty much. Okay? These people, they want control of everything. They're the one who's gonna hold the door. What I mean by hold the door, in terms of, let's say you are a contractor, you need a permit. All right, they will determine if you deserve that permit to do the job or whatever it may be. All right, so when I talk about bases in the UK where they cover all of their bases, let's say Ipso, where the papers would pretty much run Ipso. When Harry used to go to them and complain about the things that they write about, they just turn a blind eye. So they're covering all of the bases, their bodies. Okay? So the direction this group of people, this group of men wants to take the world, where they hold all power, okay? Versus the way we used to be, I don't know what we used to be, where things, there's rule of law, but it's more natural. People who hold these offices, they earn their places to be there, and we create a law, whether you follow it or not, and based on the law, it will determine if you get a permit or not. Not if you're a friend of a friend, you get the permit. So this is the thing that's going on right now. This group of men wants to control everything. The thing that you see Trump have done with in the Caribbean, boats being bombed or whatever, this is a scare tactic. They want to control the waters and how things, let's say you're doing trading, they want to control how, your good and services or travel. Okay, so they want to control all of these. Everything that makes the world moving forward, operate between countries, people, and continent. They want to control that. Their group of people is gonna be there, and instead of having a law, or let's say international law, that is there for whoever. Okay, I don't have to have a friend of a friend who works certain place to open doors for me, but the law will be the law, will determine if I want to go in this sort of market. I follow the law and submit my application, and depend on whatever my application state, determine if I get to do business in that particular route. Okay, they don't want that. They don't want this system. They want to be the one in control of it. So all the money goes to them. Okay, this is the tug of war. They are losing, even though they have gained a good amount of ground to move forward with their plan. But the thing is that the UK, those group of people I think they feel like they are losing that battle, because despite the fact that they have captured all form of communication, they're controlling things, they're scaring people, they're killing people left and right, make it seem like it's accident. Still, people are moving forward to be against that sort of system, I should say. All right, sorry for my rant. Let's get back to the original recording, because it's really hard to explain, because it's playing out there. Not too many people are seeing it. Meanwhile, you have some group of people who's, fighting minor thing. If my skin is this, I'm lighter than you, I'm this and that. These are minor, minuscule compared to the bigger picture that's going on. This is what these people want. The little people fighting among themselves with freaking idiotic thing about skin color. Meanwhile, the rich and powerful are looking at the bigger picture where they want to control everything. They don't care if they want to still create the division with the skin color and stuff. So, the vast majority could be occupied with nonsense, but that's the way that I see it. All right, I'm sorry I'm mumbling, but it's a huge issue that's going on here. It's a tug of war, and we are at a brink where I think more people are seeing it's happening, and they feel like the group of people, the MAGAs type of people, the royal family type of people, they see that they should have been, their goal should have been accomplished already, but they're not getting it. And right now, while he's in the US, it's even worse for them, because there's more people who are fighting back. Okay, while before they used to do their thing under the radar, slowly, smoothly, they're gaining ground smoothly and slowly. But now they're spearheaded, going, on steroid, trying to gain more ground. But since they're doing that, it opened more people's eyes, and that's where they feel like they are losing the battle. Anyway, all right, so let's get back to the original recording. Information, we're putting information out there. All right, absolutely. I'm so grateful they left, because they would have set on Meghan's talent, or even use her and then give the credits to Lazy, that's a new name for me, Lazy Lazarus, and just ask her to swallow herself to give Lazarus her hard work. It would have been so painful to watch. It's why Mr. Lazy is pissed at Meghan. Okay, everything that they are facing, they brought it up on themselves. They brought everything up on themselves. And thank God for the Sussex squad, the ones who've been there from day one. I'm not one of them. For those who just happen to become subscribers, I'm not one of them. The Sussex squad who've been following her since Tig, since what was the show, Suit, and all of that, who follow her in the UK, they are the one who's doing the pushback. And then this is what the UK did not take into consideration, because they've been doing their nonsense for a very long time. Even before Princess Diana, they've been doing that.
When racism as such, as a philosophy, kicked in, was as a direct reaction to the abolitionist movement. The abolitionist movement, driven by some of the leading intellectuals of the day, as well as driven by hundreds of thousands of ordinary people in this kingdom who signed petitions after petitions and presented them to the House of Lords. When the abolition movement really kicked in from the 1780s onwards, the planters had to respond. And so this is where you get the most virulent imagery about brutal, pagan, bestial.
But the media is a powerful force.
Black people in the literature and in the imagery.
Cartoons portraying black people as licentious and depraved began to circulate.
But the media is a powerful force.
The anti-abolitionist Edward Long wrote,
"The lower class women in England are remarkably fond of the blacks. In the course of a few generations more, the English blood will become so contaminated with this mixture as even to reach the middle and then the higher orders of the people. This is a venomous and dangerous ulcer that threatens to disperse its malignancy far and wide until every family catches infection from it."
Okay, now once they try to do it to Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan, and they forgot that, or maybe they were blindsided by Meghan's popularity, her soldiers, pretty much, I think, on social media, who were doing the pushback, despite the fact that every outlet in the UK was saying negative things, as if people cannot see for themselves. They're doing exactly the same thing in the US now. What I mean, not about Meghan or anything like that, in terms of information, they're giving you information as if your brain is not even there, you cannot see for yourself. It's happening in the US.
I find it hard to see who is the winner here. I mean, Prince Harry goading the press is only, and forcing the press into humiliating payouts is not going to be particularly good for the Sussexes. And it's certainly not great for the press, which is on the hook. I think the total payouts for phone hacking and other illegal information gathering is up to $1 billion, and there are many, many more cases to try. So my point about all this is, I think we only have losers here, and it's in all our interests that we have a strong, vigorous and honest press. And if it was strong, vigorous and honest, I agree that the press would have reported more on the judgment, the Prince Harry judgment that came through on Friday, than it did. It was basically a broadcast story, far more than it was a print story. And of course, the print and broadcast are in competition, so you can sort of understand that. So my question is, who wins out of this? Has Prince Harry done the press lasting damage? Do you think that as a result of the judgment that went against Mirror Group newspapers, we're going to see some sort of state regulation of the press? I genuinely hope not. I don't want the press to be in the last chance saloon at all. I want to see newspapers thrive. This is my industry, and I think it's in all our interests that we have a thrive. And we've got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
All right, let's see here. Yeah, they would have been giving Harry and Meghan's work credit to William and Kate. And like I was saying, they're the one who brought it up on themselves. Because if they have left Harry and Meghan alone, or work along with them, okay, we will not see any of these. I think Meghan will not even try to gain the credit that, even though it's her work, she will not try to be upfront to take the credit of her work. She will leave it as that. I think her focus would have been the people she's trying to help. I've said that so many times. Harry have been doing that for a very long time. As long the people they're trying to work to help get the help, they don't care who gets the credit. I think Meghan and Harry would have been doing the same thing. Imagine Meghan wearing tiaras and robes instead and missing out on an Emmy nomination. God really guided her away from that viper's nest. Some people in the industry work for a lifetime and never come close to that. Bravo, Meghan. Yeah, she's been doing that. The thing she did with Netflix, I believe, is a video version of the Tick. All right, because she's been doing this before she met Harry. It's been such a different world for the squad. Those of us who were here during their stay on Salty Island had our hearts and our mouths every damn day. Such a relief when they stepped down. Now think about Catherine Poor Kids and abolish the monarchy. Think about Catherine Poor Kids and abolish the monarchy. I don't want to get involved with their kids, but absolutely correct. The kids, I don't know if they even thinking properly, the leftovers of the thing that they doing to Harry, how is that gonna affect their kids as well? Because they could only have one, and in order for those to get to the throne, It's like you have to wait for those to die. It's unbelievable. But anyway, next tweet. One of the best things about Harry and Meghan leaving the Viper's Nest is watching them flourish in ways they never would have been allowed to on Toxic Isle. Am I reading the same thing? Yeah, that's the same thing. Oh, I put it twice. Whatever. I think I put the link twice but different caption. Next tweet, let's pause this. So while people were busy running around while they lacked purpose, Meghan was being considered for an Emmy for Outstanding Lifestyle Series. I mean, the squad know how to do that shit. And being entertained by the grandparents, that's the life. Yeah, I love seeing the statement from BP giving their full titles, Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth. Yep, Meghan climbed a higher peak and the world noticed. Emmy nominated, and left trolls in a sea of tears. Meghan did all of that during an 8-year-long smear campaign against her, spearheaded by her brother and sister-in-law, a whole institution with its unhinged media and deranged trolls. Meghan Sussex is amazing. I mean, yeah, it takes some really focus. Who was busy running around while they lacked purpose. There's the laugh here. All right, let's go to the next one. I love when the squad doing conversation like this. I prefer that than the Derangers nonsense. All right, next tweet. This one is kind of funny. Nobody, absolutely no one. Me? So if Meghan wins her Emmy and Cookie Queens win an Oscar, she's officially halfway to an EGOT. EGOT stand, what is it? Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and the T stand for Tony, the Tony Award. So she will have to do a Broadway thing to get a Tony. Unless she create one. I was like, girl, the reason I put this is that you don't want to give the leftovers head up of things like that, because instead, it's very sad. Once you start understanding their tactic, you could easily know what their next plan. It's like you're giving them a heads up how to start maneuver and doing their nonsense. Girl, speak it into the universe. I am. She can then put out an audio book and win a Grammy and produce a Broadway show and get a Tony. Yeah, you see the vision. Okay, Meghan does an audio book, Grammy, Spare on Broadway, Tony. Spare on Broadway. You wanna see an island implode, don't you? This one. Yes. The squad or something. No, not absolutely no one. We're all with you. You, me, and every Meghan fan are thinking the exact same thing. Let's go, Meghan. EGOT, baby. You've got this. I'm telling you, the squad are messy. Next one. The guy. Okay. And let's not forget this special little guy who waited to help his beautiful mom lunch with Love Meghan before going to sleep. I will do anything for a guy, and he knows it. He can have whatever he wants because he is whatever kind of guy you need him to be depending on the day. My sweet guy, my silly guy, my saucy little guy, always my spoiled guy. Aww. Guy memorial video. Okay, so go check it out. This is one of the squad YouTube channel. Run free and Rainbow Bridge guy till the day many years from now when you are reunited with your mama and family and welcome them to the meadow of Rainbow Bridge. Rest in peace, Guy, always by her side. She really loved Guy to pieces. They had such a special bond. All right, next tweet. Derangers, making reference to Derangers. Oh my God, I'm already 18 minutes. I forgot one thing. There might be part 1 and part 2, okay? Ay. Okay, Derangers, how are you doing? Oh my God. Derangers, how are you doing? You really must calm down and accept that the Duchess of Sussex is an Emmy-nominated success with her amazing lifestyle show with Love Meghan. You must stop fabricating stupid lies such as saying she bought the nomination. Accept her success, and if you can't, then seek help, as your reaction and posts are not normal and you're just becoming a laughing stock. Just leave them alone. I think I read some of them on videos that I did earlier today. All right, the way they loudly and proudly broadcast their stupidity to the world is quite something, and they still can't quite grasp that their relentless hate campaign actually helped Meghan. It appalls people who then want to support her. Losers. It's something I will never understand. Talk about being stupid. Meghan is taking notes and accepting Emmy nominations, while these low-budget deranged Karens are bitterly typing while praying for validation on Beyonce's interwebs. Do you, Duchess? Keep on doing you, girl. Yes. So what they're trying to say that all nominees and winners, past and present, but there's as well. I think I respond to that particular tweet when I was recording this morning. I went on Google and searched how it being nominated, and I took a screenshot and put it. Yeah, probably the twat. All right, next tweet. All right. For 10 years, she endured relentless bullying, yet she remains kind, joyful, and focused on what truly matters. She refuses to let bitterness define her and continues to go from strength to strength. We could all learn a thing or two from this beautiful woman. I think we have all already learned a lot from her. I have learned how to be resilient and patient, to not let things overwhelm me, and to trust in myself, my ability and skills. She has reminded me of the needs to never let people get to me and to move forward, believing in myself. There's a video I did probably in 2020, and I said something like she could be a role model or something. It's one of those videos that I did when I went camping. I mentioned that so many times on my videos about that other video that I did in 2020 about her being a role model people could learn from. Alright, such a pathetic excuse of a father. Okay. Her own father has done the same almost her entire life. Strangers are easier to dismiss entirely. Her boundaries are firm. Such a pathetic excuse of a father. Thank goodness for her strength. She actually also deserves a humanitarian award. She sure does. She truly is a role model, 100%. I follow her Instagram account a year before she met Prince Harry. I used to be a huge tennis fan and follow both Serena and Roger Federer closely. I discovered her through Serena and subscribed to Tig. She has remained the same outgoing and kind person she was back then. Very well, sweetheart. I've never known a woman go through everything she's gone through, all her falling in love with the love of her life, and still get up, work, live with grace. Through it all, Meghan has remained her beautiful, resilient, kind self, inspirational woman. All right, let's get to the next one. So this conversation is a bit about soccer. I think I put a screenshot of it. LOL. LOL. Okay, I think that's in Spanish. Felicidad, Argentina. Okay, so there's me here. I'm just glad Egg doesn't have to show his dumb ass face in the United States. Meghan was probably doing exact smile that she's doing here. Exact smile once the game was over, and made sure to stay away from Sunset Auburn afterward. You guys should know who's Sunset Auburn. Then give Harrison a peck on the head for feeling the way she was feeling. Then took Lily for ice cream. I was running out of character. Okay, OMG, I just saw this. I had to bring it here for y'all. Alright, watch this video.
If anything, if there's any punishment...
Should we talk about the Falklands?
They have...
Don't cry for them, Argentina!
I'm sorry about that.
The truth is...
There's been a lot of fans who've had a lot of alcohol today and spent an awful lot of their money to get...
Don't cry for me, Argentina. My comment yesterday after the game. So that was the score. Okay, oh you bad girl. You do know that Harry was rooting for England. The best part of it all, this is that Skull won't be coming to the US to watch the final since England is out. Listen, as much as I wanted Argentina to lose, I am not sad that England lost. Alright, so that's that. Next tweet. Okay, so there it is again. Let me go into that, the retweet. I put it twice. Oh my goodness. Or maybe I didn't. Alright, your dad taking... Oh, let's pause. Your dad taking the football result. Well, is that England? Are they making mess again? I hope this is not the... what is it? I hope this is not real. Because they did something during the Euro 2020. The thing that I was seeing was unbelievable. There was this guy, literally, with his birthday suit. In the middle of the street, you see everything dingling. And there was a burst. I think they rushed into the stadium. It was ridiculous. England ran out of stamina in the end. Another good match. United States, Mexico, Canada agreement. Okay, or hosting a great World Cup 2026. One of the things that I'm seeing is that a lot of Europeans were kind of shocked to see the things that they were seeing in the US. It could be two things, okay? I never been to Europe, so it could be where they probably saying some negative things about the US. I know they talk a lot about United States food, fast food, and how people get fat and whatnot. And I've seen some TikTok videos that they brought up from TikTok to YouTube, the portion sizes and things like that. One of the things I've said in past videos is that even though the portions are huge, that doesn't mean you have to eat it all at once. Because I think McDonald's used to have like a huge portion size. I forgot the term they use. And this guy went in on a rant and saying the size, the portion is hurting American. I forgot the rhetoric that this guy was going by. And the thing that I was thinking is families, poor families who have kids, they could buy just one serving of that huge whatever portion size that McDonald's used to give, and then so they could divide it among the kids. But they made people believe this is the same nonsense. They may not have the same rhetoric in the UK, but it's the same tactic, the same pattern, where they want you, the psychology of things, where they want you to believe something, but where it's not benefiting you, where they want you to believe some in a way to reject it, and they make you do the work. When they were doing about the McDonald's size portion or something like that. And I used to think of single parents who don't have enough money to feed a family. So if they're going to work and the fast food is now fast food is not even that cheap anymore. The portion sizes is worth for a single family who probably have one or two kids, or maybe just a mother and a child. The child will have a certain portion and the mom could have a different portion. They don't have to buy two serving or two different thing. But anyway, why did I bring all of this? I talk too much. Okay, assaulted by blacks and slandered by liberal. Oh, what the hell is all that? Okay, so let me leave that. Assaulted, they were probably guarding the news anchor for a purpose like this. Oh my God, assaulted. All right, next tweet.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.